Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing on this beautiful morning? Let's see here. Vote in the chat. It's pinned, whether you're bullish, bearish, or neutral. You guys like my new setup, right? This is the new setup. Here I am trying to open this bottle of water. Okay, I did it, yay. Sometimes it's difficult because I broke this knuckle in high school during basketball practice. So it is difficult sometimes for me to open water bottles and such. This ASMR. Wow, you can fit an entire bottle in that. 828 milliliters. Here we are, prepping for the morning. I already did my pre-market prep for Ninja Trader this morning. And then actually today at 10:30, we'll be going over to My Funded Futures stream. Be a guest there for about 30 minutes. Just doing like a roundtable talk. Maybe I find a trade. And then also, they're going to be giving away like 5 sim-funded accounts during that segment. So if you're interested in that, that's what we'll be doing, which is a sim-funded account, by the way. It's not an eval, so it's already going to be in the funded stage. They rarely ever do that, so it's cool. Can I tap with my nails? Yes, ice. Okay, that's enough for the ASMR section. Let's check out the, let me see actually if I can get into a position. Let me mark this out better. So it's better looking here. There we go. Let's go into analysis. Yeah, I did my pre-market prep on Ninja Trader. I'm thinking pretty bearish, but slightly bearish. Not really too bearish, but I mean, looking pretty decent for yes shorts. So here, it's looking better than like NQ. NQ swept this liquidity level out, swept out this low with a FEG below it, and it wicked it. It's back up in the range again. It has somewhat equal highs. I wasn't around yesterday. I didn't take a trade, but then I watched this. Well, I saw what happened in the afternoon after I looked at charts, and I was like, damn, dropped like a rock, bro. What even happened there? Was there like any surprise news there? Terry Cole wrote, Tanya, was that you I was communicating with on X yesterday or an imposter? That is an imposter. If anyone, announcement. If anyone like DMs you, pretend like they're pretending to be me. I'm not DMing people first. Simply, that's not what I do. I'm not going to ask you for money to manage your trades or anything crazy like that. It doesn't make any sense, right? I'm live streaming on YouTube for free. I'm not managing anyone else's money. I'm managing my own money. And make sure you look at the username of the person. I don't have any alternative accounts or anything. Just be smart. Even on like YouTube comments, some people will try to write like, text me on WhatsApp or some BS. Like I always try to get that removed as soon as possible. There's like some weird ass, there's also some weird ass bots always commenting like about some random crypto coin, and it's like, buy XAI135 to the moon. It's like, what? Who's ever gonna buy a crypto coin named something like that, like a foreign star or foreign planet? XAFORL. By the way, don't look that up, obviously. I'm not endorsing if that does exist. I'm just making up random gibberish. Enough from that. Like, don't get scammed. Be smart. Internet safety. Nowadays, it's more important than ever. Like, with AI, people trying to scam people with AI. I tell my family, like, to be careful about that. Especially since there's a lot of data with my voice out there, right? So we have a secret code and such. So internet safety is more important than ever. They're like trying to scam like grandmas and stuff. It's sad. Over the phone using like AI of their kids' voices or something. Terry Cole says she or him was using your pics. Yeah, it was probably some random guy out there using my pictures, yeah. What do you guys, let's see, what are the votes here? 44% bullish, 36% bearish, 20% neutral. Okay. Kareem Khan says secret code is sausage. Quarantine Sav says, damn, I thought I had a chance. It said bond auction at 1 p.m. Yeah, there's also 9:45 a.m. news. 53. We'll see how we open up. It'd be pretty cool if we open up and, well, maybe not this will happen, but, or maybe it will just start being bearish again. I can find maybe a trade down to here. Nasdaq not looking that bearish on the 4 hour. It just looks like it's sweeping and reversing to midpoint again. So we'll see. Trying to take quality trades. What was it on Tuesday? I took one trade. It was like choppy all morning. It was disgusting. It was crazy. This was the market there during that New York Open, New York on Tuesday, the last stream. I don't even blame anyone that took a loss. Just the point is it was just one. So let's see here. 15-minute little inversion there after it swept that sell side. See how we react back into this area. Are we gonna have a nice rapid move at the open to the upside, kind of like the other day? Or not? Or are we gonna have like time distortion before 9:45? Raul Jose Lucina, are you going to be on the MFFU live stream? Yeah, at 10:30 today. We're switching over live streams to theirs, and also they're like, we'll just be doing like a discussion, like a roundtable discussion. If I do find a trade, I'll trade. And then also they're giving away 5 sim funded accounts. Here's to open. I'll have alerts if we end up coming up into here. See this 5-minute. So far, let's see, looking pretty decent. There's no FEG yet. First presented FEG yet. Ooh, so it's not even looking that. It looks promising, more promising than a minute ago. Okay. Nice little push back down to the downside. Four hours looking more bearish now. Cool. Mark this out, the previous sell side. Yeah, I gotta remind myself, I'd rather short. Not anything right now, but watching this develop potentially. Let's mark this out. First presented FEG. Look at the 15. Rather, this 15 close a bit weaker. NQ stronger. We have news at 9:45 a.m. Hi, Michael. ICT's in the chat. Super interesting today that at the Ninja Trader live stream, most people were actually bearish, and here most people were bullish bias. Let's have the little time open. Okay, 9:30 opens here. We're below 9:30 open, below midnight open for ES and NQ. Doesn't look too bad. For shorts, you know? Thing is, am I expecting a low resistance run today? Kind of, yeah. Yeah. Probably gonna wait until to see if this low gets taken with a displacement, then I'd feel somewhat pretty comfortable with looking for a short, even if it's before 9:45. So what time is the news? What kind of news is it? Flash manufacturing PMI and flash services PMI. All right. So far I'm just kind of watching how we're being held down by this, which is a good sign. It's a very large FEG too. It's like 30 points on the NASDAQ. So I'm kind of like watching for another continuation to the downside. So 4 hour is looking pretty bearish here. What time is it? 39. Okay. The 15-minute, I'd rather this close weaker. Let's see. This is like the inversion that I've marked down the 15. We're dilly-dallying. We're back above 9:30 open right now. We're above that first presented FEG right now. Okay. So we'll see if we end up taking out some of these highs. Yeah, this 15-minute looks pretty bullish there. That close. Well, it closes in 3 minutes. Kind of ping-ponging now between 9:30 open and midnight open. Okay. So I have in my head, like, I'd rather short ES if I'm going short. I'd rather long NQ if I'm going long. What's the heat map looking like today? Is it a pretty slow morning? Okay. Yeah, pretty slow. Mostly flat. Google slightly, it's green, up 2.4%. Everything else is pretty flat on the day. Actually, don't really. We'll see. We'll see here. See if we can stay below. We have news in like 2 minutes. I would prefer that we have a large move to the downside for news. I don't know that looks so wonky. What happened there? Gotta reload. There's no way that looks like that for NQ. Okay, that's better now. Yeah, so far since the open. Wait, this is the 30 seconds. Is it gonna. There's no way that 41. Yeah, it's missing that 1 minute. This one, yeah. That's just gonna drive me crazy, so I'll keep it on the 2 minute. I'll just keep it on the 30 second then. What's the range? 106 points, okay. Okay, here's the news. So my preference is that we, go lower. So far, not much within that candle, the first 20 seconds of that. We'll see. Dun, 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 dun. I don't really see anything that good. This 15-minute candle. Yeah, reached into here. Yeah, otherwise, this 4-hour candle ends in 14 minutes. I would like us to, on that 4-hour, close below this low. That would be ideally. Oh my gosh, how did I move all that stuff? Kind of lines up with a few things. Kind of interesting. The bottom of the first presented FEG, near the bottom of that 15-minute. So far, we did not get like a strong reaction at 9:45 yet. I'm not in anything. We really are just going back and forth. It's the new market, you guys. We have to adjust. I do see some people might be saying, like, there's a 5-minute breaker here. Some people might be longing on the 5 here. or longed it here. Especially NQ, did it tap into it? Yeah. But, yeah, so far on the 5, we're not having a strong reaction off of it. Not much. Yeah, we swept that 4-hour sell side. If I'm going long on, I'd go long on NQ. I'm kind of just looking for some low resistance liquidity run. Trying to see if it will. Trying to see if we'll get a low resistance liquidity run, which means, like, yeah, highs and lows are respected. So far, it's an okay it's a decent reaction here, but there's not really much follow through yet, considering we bounce it here. You know, so straight up like just barcoding there. That's actually incredible. Who broke the market, bro? Tanya, Rohan says, Tanya, probably chop since Asia high and low have been swept. Ew. Potentially. Asia high and low were swept during London. Good point. Yeah. Really good point there. John trades. You're funny. It's not respecting my 15-minute FEG though, let's see. It is, it's wicking it, you know? It is respecting it. It didn't close below it. So, it actually might just be likely to come back up into the 50% of this range. Let's see. See, for the long situation, gotta look at NQ a bit more. 4-hour, quite the wick there, the downside. We didn't close below this for bears. For ES, we still have a few, like, we have 8 minutes left, but it's looking more like we might retrace up deeper here. I just don't love the structure here. Okay. Starting to look a little better. Bounce there. Breaking another high now in NQ, though it did take a while. It's 950 macro. Nice displacements above this. See, why I'm in sync with everything. Yeah, YM's also going up, so that's good. What would this look like? It's like a 1.2. Mm-hmm. This is also an FEG since 950, so what if I longed it here? It's below 50%. Much better RR there. Yeah, if it retraces there, then I'll probably try long. Oh, there it is, leaving without me. Classic. Classic. It's leaving without me. Oh well. I will continue watching to see if ES is sensitive in a certain area. For shorts, then. ES is like quite a while away, though. Alright, the 10 a.m. candle's about to start forming, so I'm good with just waiting now to see what's going to happen here. Let's see. Let's open up the 2 degrees tool. They look much different on the 4-hour and the NQ. And the 15. Alright. Just the open of the 10 a.m. It's dicey. Okay. I'll be watching if it retraces into this area of like a 5-minute fair value gap. 15 before it comes up into that buy side, but it could just run without me like it's been doing. It'll just did in that like 1 minute here. It's the 10 a.m. open. Ten a.m. just closed on the 4-hour. Whoa, it's crazy how different it looks like on ES and NQ. Alright, I'll probably wait for retracement to the long on NQ. If it gives it to me. ES also, it has that wick. It could retrace within this wick. So I'm waiting for like the beginning of the 10 a.m. candle to maybe give me some manipulation to the downside. See on ES here on the 15. It's possible. All right, let's see on Q here. Really nice closure here on the 15. It respected this, had that 5-minute breaker, pushed up higher. Let's see if the 10 a.m. I mean, so far the only wick was during the first candle or so. Yeah, that's where 10 a.m. is. It's creeping up higher. It's 10:04. See on ES. Pretty sure this is like really similar to the trade I tried yesterday, right? I mean, on Tuesday. On Tuesday, it died off here. Pretty similar. Except Tuesday, it didn't take out the pre-market high yet. Here it did. Okay. Here, ES is at its pre-market high there. NQ, I don't need that indicator right now. Damn it. I missed it, you guys. I don't know. I was kind of trigger shy, I guess, to go long in this one. I wanted more of a retracement, but the other day I took the same trade. La 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 la. Oh well. Couldn't frame that, but it was during 9:50 to 10:10. Just this upper one, and it held it really nicely. Pre-market high. Missed it. I didn't like the RR there. I think even I was doing that 3.3. But anyway, we're heading into the buy side here. Do you wonder? We can totally keep going higher, by the way. Like, that 4 hour is pretty strong there. And then the start of the 10 a.m. candle is really strong. Okay, hit that buy side. ES still's got a ways to go. See if we come back down into this below 10 a.m. open, into this 15-minute FEG for NQ, then I'll assess if there's a 1-minute market structure shift within it. I'll go long and probably hold until ES hits that buy side, but I would long NQ instead. So we'll see how we end up reacting if we retrace down to this level. There's like a humongous. That was a huge move on that 15-minute. Yeah, we'll see. I'm being cautious. I mean, I remember on 15-minute, that same thing kind of happened here the other day there, right? This, and then down there. On Tuesday. So I'll wait for a 1-minute shift. On NQ. Because it could retrace deep. If it wants to. Kind of an interesting look on that 15-minute candle on ES though. And NQ not closing above. So yeah, I'll wait until it shifts. Kind of interesting actually. There's a 15-minute bearish FEG here on ES. From overnight. Oh no, this is from the afternoon session. We did sweep some highs into that. Completely filled that. This is a moment of truth now, you know. I still think it's probably more likely for more upside. Just from how that 4-hour candle closed, and we still have this on the upside for ES. So ES could retrace a little deeper into this BE situation. So if there's no 1 minute shift, then I'll be like ready to flip bearish, but yeah, we didn't close below this. I'm gonna just mark out that wick. ES. Okay, let's pay attention with A and Q again. It'd be wild if on ES we don't even form a 15-minute FEG there. Okay, here's NQs. We did on ES, we did form that 15-minute FEG. So ideally we start seeing it get picked up here. This is midnight open also. There's a previous 4-hour sell side also. So there's a lot of different things that could make ES want to reverse here, back to the upside. So, but again, I'm more interested in longing NQ. See the stock heat map. Yeah, Google's up 4.5%. Interesting. Everything else is pretty red. Kind of weird. Okay, we're dipping into the 15-minute on NQ and ES. Wicked midnight open on ES. Yeah, so I'm just like watching for potential move back up. Could retrace deeper though. Like that's why I'm waiting for a 1 minute shift. Or something of the like. Ideally, this stays intact for NQ. I wouldn't really want us to take this out. So it's decent that we filled this in completely. Came into this 15-minute, we're bouncing on this OB. I broke pre-market high. This is the swing low that made that new high, so that's why I'd appreciate it if we don't come back in here. For the longs. Otherwise, then maybe the shorts are the play. We'll find out. No trade so far for me. Kind of missed out on this one. It's okay, plenty of other trades. It's digging into this order block again. What's the daily look like? Okay. $400 range days recently. We're at like 286. Okay. All right, well, so far there's no market structure shift back to the upside at all for me to get along into. Still waiting, watching, but slow there. Really only want to flip short if ES came back below here. Anyway, let's watch this. I said I'd rather that NQ keep this intact, honestly. But I'm fine with either way. Whatever happens, happens. So far, that's not looking good, though. That order block, not holding things up. So it hit that buy side. Been dropping lower since. This order block getting taken out here. If there's a displacement, I honestly then maybe I'd end up flipping shorts. See how this candle closes. Don't really love it. This 15-minute candle wicked that. And this one too. So I'm happy I was waiting for a 1 minute shift and it's not happening. So This might be tipping its hand to that it should go. It's going to go lower. So then I'll just watch ES for lower. I don't want to short NQ for lower. Like I've said, we're back below midnight open now. ES, we broke below this, broke the order block. Not looking too hot for ES. Yes, I am at 10:30 in like 5 minutes. I have to switch streams. I'm going to be at so basically in 5 minutes, I'm going to be on my Fund and Futures stream. They'll be giving away 5 sim funded accounts. No, so not evals, but sim funded. Yeah, it's my little alert alarm, so I have to go on there. I'm gonna put the link in the chat here. So we're switching streams, everybody. As you know, ES is looking super weak. Maybe I'll find a 1050 macro trade, but I'm doing a little guest on my Fund of Futures stream, and they'll also be doing a giveaway of 5 funded accounts. So already straight to the funded stage, 5 sim funded accounts. It's pinned in the chat right now. So check the description also. Pay attention. It's hard to multitask. Anyway, moving over to the My Fund of Futures stream. We'll see. Maybe I'll find a 10 a.m. trade. You know, I do like the fact that it was like a fast rejection, pretty fast rejection. I do like that we wicked that. Now we're pretty much disrespected the lower time frame. Bullish PDRAs. We'll see if we disrespect this, then I definitely probably go for that sell side on ES, right? It's developing. Hopefully we get some more speed. So anyway, this is not going to be live. Go to that stream. I'm about to end this live. Check out the description box for the link, or it's pinned in the chat right now. All right. Go and support me. Also, they'll be giving away some accounts too. So we'll be going to have a nice discussion on there. Also, I might find a trade. We'll find out. All right. Ciao. Ciao. See you on the other stream. It's pinned in the chat. It's in the description. See you there.